Yirby's quick Pokemon Showdown videos for people that have stuff to do. Hey guys, Yirby here. Let's not waste any time. I'm fighting Fallout. He sends in a Politoed, so I know his team's a rain team. Also has a lot of steel stuff on it, so I gotta be careful. So I go straight for that super power. He goes for the Parasong, and I don't want to stay in because I know he's just gonna switch out. So I'm gonna switch out into my adorable tank. He switches out, goes to his fortress, and I know I can't do anything against it. And I want to send in my Chipotle because I know he's gonna set up hazards, and I still have my Focus Sash intact. He goes out to his Politoed, but I thought he wouldn't, so I went for the Fire Punch. But now I know it's Politoed, so I'm going to go for that close combat! And that is a dead Politoed. He switches into his Genesect. I know even in rain, Fire Punch is going to be massive damage, and I know he can't kill me with his Thunder or whatever move he was, because I have my Focus Sash intact. So I go for the Fire Punch, and it does 100%. I did not think it would kill, but I was very happy that it did. So I stay in here, thought I could go off for Fire Punch, but he goes for the Mach Punch, and it does 10%, so I know he's as a Life Orb. So I go into a Lati, take a guess. He goes into Chansey when I went for the Psyshock. Yes! Look how much damage that did. Yes! He switches into Fortress. I go for the Psyshock again. Bad move on my part. Probably should have predicted that. But whatever. So instead of HP Fire, I'm going to go for that Surf. Do a ton of damage. Take advantage of the rain. So he goes for the Spikes. I go for the Psyshock again in case he decides to switch out to something weird. And I know that it will take it out from that range. So that's good. He goes into Mag Zone. I switch out to Peanut Butter. And then I'm like, wait. Why wouldn't I just switch out into my adorable tank? What am I doing? I'm sorry. I was stupid. That's just an adorable tank. He's obviously going to go for Thunder because he thought, I had a Jellicent in. Derp. So I'm like, all right, I'll just use Soft Boil now. He goes for another Thunder, and I get Parax. But, that was my stupid fault. So I go for Substitute. I go for Soft Boil again. Fail. Ner. He goes for Thunder again. And I'm like, come on, Soft Boil. And it finally works. So that's good. So he switches out, thank God, goes to his Breloom. I go for Soft Boil, and he goes for Force Palm, and I'm like, no! I go for a counter. That is one dead Breloom. So at this point, he forfeits. That is a good game. Fallout. Hope to battle you again sometime. Hey guys, you're back again, facing that alt. So I go for Seed Bomb on that Donphan. He switches into his Gliscor, doesn't do trash. I figured he's going to go for Substitute, so I'm scared. Go to my CLOYSTER. He goes for the Ice Fang, doesn't do trash. I know an Earthquake probably won't kill from that range, so I'm going to go for the Shell Smash. But he actually switches out, gives me a free Shell Smash. Yes! Yes! I'm going to go for that Icicle Sphere. And get quite a bit of damage on that Donphan, what? Get quite a bit of damage on that Ferrothorn. I'm quite happy about that. Just figured I'd kill him off with another Icicle Spear. He goes for the Protect, and I'm like, wait a second. He's probably going to switch out next turn, so I'm going to go for the Rock Throw instead if he switches out to a Jellicent. And guess what he does? Yes! Yes! Oh, very happy. Predictions. So I get a bunch of damage off that. I figured he's just going to switch out again because, who wouldn't at that point? So he goes for the Zonphan, I go for another Icicle Spear. Predictions! So he, I kind of deleted the part of the screen where you can comment because he was yelling some not very nice things about my choice in Pokemon, but whatever. So he goes into his Deoxys defense. I do a ton of damage with that Icicle Spear. Look how much that does. That is like one of the most defensive Pokemon in the game, and it does 90%. Gotta love Cloyster. He switches into Blissey, just takes it, just destroys the Blissey with one turn. That does like what, 123% to a Blissey? Awesome. So he goes Protect because it's really the only thing he can do. All four of his Pokemon can be 1 HKO'd with Cloyster at this point. Low. So, he dies from an Icicle Spear. Goes in the Ferrothorn, goes for Protect. And then once that's done, he dies to another Icicle Spear. Oh, gosh, I love this, Like, how can you not just enjoy Cloysters? Like, all of these Pokemon are really good, solid Pokemon. Deoxys defense, And you just can't do anything. Once Cloyster just gets that boost, you're done. So he switches into Jellicent. I didn't want to risk missing the Rock Throw and having my Cloyster die this far, and I really did want to 6-0 him. Even though I know that's kind of mean, but why not? So I go for the Toxic, and I know Toxic will eventually kill, and I'm going to switch into Latios the turn after this one to kill him with a Psyshock or whatever I choose to do. So I go for the Soft Boil, he goes for Skull, doesn't do anything. At this point, he realizes, he's done. So he forfeits, and that's the game. It's a good game, Det Alt, even though, I'm sure you didn't like me about some of the things you were screaming at me. But a good game regardless, that was fun. Yeah, So figured a cloister sweep was a good end to my little summer hiatus, if you will. And actually, I did not fight enough times to actually get a cloister sweep. This was the battle after the one I just had. So that always brings a smile on my face. So love you guys. I'll be back with another video very soon. And until then, have nice days. Bye. And don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe.